In this short video, I'm going to tell you the importance of secondary access and how we can add a secondary access to a line chart that we already have. You remember this chart that we created for temperature variations for the station that we had, right? For maximum temperature and minimum temperature, we added two different lines, two time series related to temperatures. Now, wouldn't it be nice if we can add rainfall to this graph too? So the title would change to temperature and rainfall variations for station number, whatever the station that is. So now to add another time series to this data, first of all, you need to select this middle area and then right click on it and then click on select data. Right now we have two time series, maximum temperature and minimum temperature, and we want to add another time series called rainfall to it. So I will add, the name of time series would be rainfall in inches, and then time series values would be starting from here. I'm going to hold Control, Shift, and down arrow to select all of it, and then click over here and OK. And once more, OK. So let's go up to see how our graph changed. You can see that our graph changed a little bit, but what are these? So take a look at the values of the rainfall. For example, for January 9th, 2018, the rainfall is 0.01 inches, but temperature is 37 for maximum temperature and minimum temperature is 18 degrees Fahrenheit, right? Now, pay attention that the magnitude of rainfall is way different than the magnitude of temperature, okay? Because of that, only one axis cannot represent rainfall data in a good way. So we need to add a secondary axis to it. So if you double click on your rainfall points, or if you double click on this gray line that I have here, you'll see that a bar will pop up over here that tells you right now your rainfall is represented by the primary axis that you already have. However, we want to have another y-axis to the right hand side of this figure. So I'm going to select secondary axis, and you can see as soon as I select secondary axis, my rainfall values are right now meaningful, and they change from 0 to 3.5 on the right hand side, right? Okay, so the next thing that you need to do, right now you understand how to add a secondary axis, and your rainfall data right now are meaningful. So you will see that, for example, when temperatures are higher, the amount of rainfall is higher as well, because that represents spring and summer. Now, let me pause this video and add y-axis over here and add a label to this secondary axis, and then I will resume the video. As you can see, after spending a couple of minutes on making this graph more professional, I changed the color, I changed the thickness of the rainfall lines, I added a secondary y-axis label, and I added the ticks over here. So right now our graph is professional and ready to be used. Now, another thing would be, what if I want my rainfall values to start from top over here? You know what I mean? So instead of having 0 over here, I want to reverse the order of the y-axis. So let me show you. If you double click on your secondary axis, there is a checkbox that says that values in reverse order. If you check this, you'll see that your rainfall data will go up and start from up there. And the values of your secondary axis is reversed. So 0 starts from up there and goes all the way to 3.5 over here. This will help you to actually change the style and look of your graph a little bit too. But sometimes, like this one, you'll see that the red line is kind of hidden in behind your rainfall. So you can double click on the range of the temperature and go to axis options over here and increase the maximum number from 100 to, let's say, 200. In this case, it will be more clear how this rainfall interacts with temperature as well. So this was a quick introduction of how to add a secondary y-axis to your data and how to manipulate the data that is represented by that second axis.